right teaching on giving. Don't threaten people to give. Stop telling them to give so that they'll be healed. Without their giving, they'll be healed. Stop telling them to give for the fruit of the womb. Money is not manhood. It is husband and wife that meet, that pregnancy come, not money. Money is not erection. Even without them giving, they will be fruitful. Remove all of those. Don't attach anything. I'll give you the right teaching on giving. I have been to places and I didn't take an offering. I didn't talk much. Oh, Papa. If that is how you empower yourself financially, understand that some people are following you, but in their heart, they see you as a scammer. Because they are scammers themselves. They are very comfortable with you. Anytime you come out to give 10%, you are telling God you are stingy. Because real Christian giving is all. It's extravagant. So those who say, oh, people should not pay tithe, I agree with them. Oh.
Moreover, there's no amount of money you give that God will multiply. So don't let anybody deceive you. God does not multiply money. If you want your money to multiply, go to the marketplace. God is not a money multiplier. Why did Jesus die? To multiply money? To save these people from their sins. Am I teaching here? So when the preacher says sow a seed so that God can meet your need, tell him no, sir. God doesn't need my money to meet my needs. He meets my needs because he's my father. If I'm teaching, shout, I hear you. The day is over in Uganda where they are preaching a transactionary God to you. God is not a contractor that requires mobilization. Before you were born, God knew you will be born, and he prepared for you ahead of time. God does not react, God proacts. Before you were born, he prepared for you. He is not waiting for you to give before he gives you. That's not a father. How many of you in Uganda pay your father to talk to you? That when you want to see your father, you come with some shillings, Ugandan shillings. Daddy, I want you to talk to me. But since you have not been talking to me, let me see if I can motivate you. Take 10,000 shillings. Then your father will say, That's not a father. That's an area father. But we have a father. His name is Jesus Christ. He doesn't wait for you. He loved you. He sought for you. He looked for you. And he blesses you without your permission. If you understand what I'm talking about, shout, I hear you. Listen. Did you pray for Jesus to die? Did you sow a seed for Jesus to die? The forgiveness of sin and making money, which is more serious? If you didn't give a seed for God to forgive your sin, why must you give a seed for God to answer your prayer? No, it's a question. Are you not thinking, why must you pay God to talk to you? The Bible in Romans chapter 8 verse 32 tells us, put it up, Romans chapter 8 verse 32, he that spared not his son but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely? You don't need to sow a seed. Any pastor asking you to sow so that you can prosper is a fraud. How shall he not also with him? How much? How much? Turn to your neighbor and say it very loud. Let everybody in Uganda hear your voice. Everything that comes from Jesus is free. Anything you pay for is not from Jesus. Am I teaching at all? If I'm teaching, say I hear you. Or a pastor tell you, if you don't pay your tithe, things will be tight. It's a lie. I'm a pastor. Sit down and listen. I'm a pastor. I pastor people. If anybody should be liking tithe, it is me, because I'm a pastor. Do I hate money? I don't hate money. I need money because ministry requires money. So I cannot be fighting it if it is true. But I cannot lie to you to collect your money to serve God that is not a liar. Somebody said, but God told Malachi, if you don't pay tithe, the devourer will come. Elon Musk doesn't pay tithe, and devourer has not gone. Jeff Bezos doesn't pay tithe, and devourers have not devoured them. You've been paying tithe since the days of Mango Park. You still cannot buy a car. Should you not think? Your father paid tithe, your mother paid tithe, till they died they couldn't build a house. You grew up paying tithe, you're still a tenant. Shouldn't you think? Tithing doesn't make you prosper.